In this episode of Crushed Custard, we look at songs of yesterday, an essential box set for any fan of Free.
Hello, good evening, welcome to the latest episode of Crushed Custard. And what have we got for you tonight? Well, it's another episode in the Boxing Clever series, and today we are looking at a CD box set, and this is my all-time favourite CD box set. Bit of a clue again in the background as to what it might be. You take a look behind me there, you can see the 6 studio albums recorded by this band, Free, and this, Songs of Yesterday, a CD box set which came out unbelievably 23, 24 years ago now, around about the turn of the century, about 2000, 1999 it came out, I can't remember exactly. Absolutely wonderful. I remember getting this on the day it came out. I could not wait. It was back in those days where you had plenty of record shops in your local town and you could go and get it, and I was there first thing to pick this up, and I made sure there was not going to be anybody disturbing me at all the day I got this, because it is absolutely incredible. It's quite difficult to get hold of now, but if you can get hold of it, it is worth as much as you can afford to pay for it, basically. It's got everything that anybody could want in here. It really is good. It's got 4 or 5 discs in it, depending on which version you get. Now, the initial version that came out had got the 4 discs in, but it got a 5th disc, which was Free associated things. So we'll move on to that a little bit later. But I mean, this has been so superbly put together. I mean, the cover is just great as well, isn't it? I mean, the amount of people who I've seen doing these YouTube things with this on their back thing, or you can see it on a shelf and stuff. All of the big hitters, and they've all got a copy of this. This is almost essential if you're a fan of British sort of blues-based rock music. It is wonderful. So let's have a look on what's in it, rather than me just standing here telling you it's wonderful. So you get the nice slipcase. There you go. Pretty straightforward sort of thing there. There's the bit at the back. It tells you what's on it and all that sort of stuff. And then what you get is almost every single Free track in a different version. Not quite all of them, but most of them. You see, if you open this up here, you've got 4 discs in a little tray with a thing telling you what they are, and then we've got this booklet. Absolutely incredible. Well, first of all, you've got this. Here's the 5th disc, which has got the non-Free tracks on. You can see the thing got cut off Kirk Tetson, Rabbit, Peace, all that sort of stuff. You can see there on the back there, and the Paul Rodgers single with the Maytals, which is wonderful. So there you go. That's what's on the bonus disc. If you can find one with that in, well worth getting hold of. And the book. Well, the book is great. I mean, I'm going to go through every page. We're just going to open a bit so to give you a bit of an idea. You've got all these tape labels, and you've got all the sort of dates are in there, as well as all sorts of writings, all sorts of pictures. A really nice book. Really good stuff, that. So a lot of info in there. So what have you got on it track wise? Well, like I said, most of this is different versions to what you've got on the normal albums. So it goes in chronological order, roughly. I say it kicks off with Over the Green Hills, which initially, of course, was a song on its own, but was split into 2. Should have got my trusty magnifying glass for this, shouldn't I? Hold on a second. I'm back with a magnifying glass. Right, what do we got? We start off with Over the Green Hills, which is a new stereo mix. Then we got Walk in My Shadow, an alternative stereo mix. You've got a new stereo mix of Wild Indian Woman. You've got the previously unreleased Guy Stevens Blues, previously unreleased Visions of Hell. Some of these have come out now on the remastered versions of each of the albums. You've got I'm a Mover, unused 7-inch mono mix, Moonshine, alternative stereo mix, Woman by the Sea, previously unreleased, which I think from memory that might be Remember All. I think that came a bit later on. They got Free Me, Long Tall Sally, Broad Daylight, The Worm, which was a B-side, Trouble on Double Time, Spring Dawn, which is a new track. New versions of just about everything, as you can see. By CD 2, you're getting on to the Fire and Water album, and you get the original version of All Right Now, which was amazingly different to what actually came out. You've got, you've got tons of stuff. You got Only My Soul, of course, a track called Rain as well. You got Molten Gold, which ended up on the Paul Koss album. And you CD 3, you're getting onto the Free at Last type of stuff, and there's lots of different versions of things there. An alternative version of Child, there's a new version of Muddy Water as well. There's Lady, that was a peace track eventually. There's all sorts of great stuff on here. CD 4 is the thing that is probably the best bit of the whole lot, because it's another live thing. I mean, we've only really got 3 live, haven't we? Which I've only got 7 tracks in the end, because the last track was a studio track which was faded into. This has got on it Ride on Pony, Be My Friend, Fire and Water, The Stealer, Don't Say You Love Me, Mr. Big, I'll Be Creeping, Free Me, Woman, I'm a Mover, Walk in My Shadow, Songs of Yesterday, All Right Now, and Crossroads. Absolutely brilliant. Really, really good live. I mean, I'm not going to say it's better than Free Live. I'm not going to say anything of the sort. They're both as good as each other. But this is obviously got more songs on it. It's a great performance. It's really good. It's worth having just for that. Then you get onto the bonus disc CD 5. That's got Paul Rodgers and the Maytals, I Just Want to See You Smile. It's got a couple of peace tracks, one of which eventually ended up as a Bad Company track called Like Water, which was on the Burning Sky album. Then you've got a couple of Sharks tracks. That was Andy Fraser went into them. I think that's got Snips on vocals as well. He's been around a few bands in his time. You've got 3 or 4 Kurt Kossoff, Tetsu and Rabbit tracks. You've then got a John Bundrick track, a couple of John Bundrick tracks as well at the end, and then you've got another track to end all off from the Paul Kossoff John Martin sessions as well. So it's great. Seriously, if you're a Free fan and you can find a copy of this anywhere, and somebody's asking decent money for it, if you can afford it, you won't regret it, because it is absolutely brilliant. I don't know how long it's been out of print. I don't suppose it'll ever get back in print. The slightly annoying thing, if you like, is that there's a companion live version of this that could be made available with about 4 discs worth of live stuff, but apparently Paul Rodgers doesn't want it to be released at the moment. I don't know why, but wouldn't it be great to have a 5-disc live free box set to go along with this? But you have a look when you're watching all those other people's videos. I've seen all sorts, from all over the world. There's a chap called Michael Framer who's around in America, and he's always talking about record cleaning machines and all sorts of stuff. He's really funny. I noticed a copy of this on his back wall the other week. So everybody's got a copy of this. If you can get one, get one. You will not regret it at all. It is really good, and there is not one single track on here that is the same as it is in its original form. They're all different arrangements, different vocals, different lyrics, different ways of doing it. It shows you just what a good band Free really were, when you think that all this was done in the space of 3 or 4 years, really, when they were all so young as well. So there you go. That will I can't imagine anything that can come up will ever surpass this as my all-time favourite CD box set. It is absolutely wonderful. The only one problem with it is when you put it on, you have to try and listen to all of it, which means you don't get to do much else that day, or you're on for a very late night, but it's worth it. Free Songs of Yesterday, a box set that covers the whole of Free's career, and really nothing left off. It's brilliant stuff. There you go.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Have you got a copy? What do you think of it? Let us know in the comments below. See you soon.